What's up, everybody? Good morning and
Morning,
welcome
guys.
back. Phil, how you doing, man? Nice to
Good.
see you.
I'm catching up on sleep. Good to see you. Good to
How are
see you,
you?
Zod.
Catching
Good to
up? What
see
are you
you
getting? A few
too.
hours a night now, maybe?
Those midnight launches are late.
Ooh, that's
I
rough,
can't
man.
stay up late anymore.
Midnight launches. Dang. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of a blast from the past. I remember doing stuff like that years ago. For
Long time ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
It
it was
was
kind of
the
crazy to see
Nintendo Mini.
pictures.
Guys, I remember back when pre-orders used to be for stuff like that used to be real simple where you'd put in your pre-order at Toys R Us, you'd bring your slip to the store, you'd hand them the slip, they'd hand you your game, and you'd be done with it. It wouldn't be a big
You have to
this
go
big
back three
epic
times
thing.
to
You
get
gotta
it.
go back 3 times to get it. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah,
Mike,
it's
did you
been.
get a Switch too?
No, I did not yet. Anyways, I mean, I may end up picking one up, but
I thought he might cave, guys. I thought this
uh,
was it.
I
Hey,
held off.
Jesse.
There he is. He's back. Maybe.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Okay. There he goes. Well, if we see a brick flying at the screen, we'll know that something.
Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
You're a little bit low.
Yeah, something's going on. My computer crashed. What happened was, can you hear me at
A
all?
little bit. Yeah,
We
yeah,
can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a storm
There we go.
a couple days ago now,
Oh yeah.
and it crashed the computer because the lights kept surging on and off.
Oh.
So I didn't have time to fix it. So
You
Yeah.
sound
I
okay.
guess here we
You
are.
sound
huh?
a lot. Yeah, you sound a lot better now.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably got the same storms you did. Yeah, again, knocking down trees and all that crap. I'm just tired of it.
yeah, I usually don't leave my computer plugged in, but I left it plugged in and surged the whole freaking thing.
So, do you use a surge protector? I mean, do those things even work?
No, I usually keep it unplugged, but I forgot
Oh.
it.
Because I don't
Yeah, well,
unplug
my
anything
my
really.
computer, yeah, I just plug it directly into the wall. I don't plug the computer into a surge thing because it's
All of my arcade one-ups are through a surge protector.
So are mine actually. and actually, my computer and everything I have here, I have into a surge protector. And I've never had an issue, but I always wondered. But because I never unplug anything, the only thing I ever unplug is that little NES switch, Sharp TV back there
Hey,
because
what?
it's hard to come by.
That's a Sharp. Your
Yes.
CRT.
Yes.
Is it DVD? I'm all into CRTs now. Like I'm only like 30 years behind.
It has an NES built into it.
What do you
Yeah, I
think
heard
about the
you're,
Magnavox? You think that was a decent? And the reason I got it is because I didn't, the Switch 2 was coming out. I didn't want to spend 200 on the
Oh,
Sony.
yeah. No, I mean, I remember, like, I swear when I was in elementary school, remember they used to wheel the TVs around on the carts? I swear to God, they all used to be Magnavox.
Really?
they were
I
all
think so.
always Magnavox. I'm
Yeah,
with
I don't
you
know if it was
100%. I remember that. Maybe Magnavox had contracts with public schools.
I never
They
had
very
a
well could
Magnavox
have.
before.
But I don't think I ever owned one. But you knew you were in for some good stuff at school. Yeah, if the AV cart comes wheeling in the room.
Oh, we're gonna watch Forrest Gump today. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Hey,
What do we used to watch in school? Like Last of the Mohicans and
Yeah.
then Davy Crockett and Daniel
Romeo
Boone.
and Juliet from the 60s,
Yeah.
you know.
But you know what? Whatever it was better than sitting through a lecture or
Yeah.
something. But I did want to start with the apparently Nintendo's releasing a new console,
Apparently.
Switch 2. Apparently that's the craze, and this just came across my desk that this is not the first console Nintendo has released in the last 30 years. So yeah, I'm kind of behind on my Nintendo consoles, but Phil, you obviously got one. Jesse, are you there? Yeah, you're there.
I'm still working.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. Can you
It's odd
guys
you
hear?
didn't pick one up yet. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you sound normal. You sound fine.
Really?
Yeah.
you sound perfect.
You sound sexy as ever, Jesse.
I just can't. I feel like I'm underwater.
No, bro, you sound great.
All right, I'll just keep going. Who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah,
play
it's
the
powerful,
play those
man.
records, man. I want to hear something from the 80s. on.
CBS FM 101.1.
Come on, buddy.
So Phil, if you had, since you're the only one here that has the Switch, have you? What's your opinions on it? At least from the start.
First of all, excuse me,
Not
a little
to
phlegmy.
ruin anything, but
I didn't buy my first Switch until November, so I bought the OLED in November. So like, it shows you like, Zod, how long's the Switch been out for? 7-8 years.
Yeah, it's been out for a long.
Took me a while to
long
get
time.
on board, right? So I have not opened the Switch 2 yet. I have not had time. I'm going to do it today. I got to get ready. Hopefully, we'll do some Mario Kart World stream tonight.
yeah.
So
So I
I have
next
to-
question: are you going to do a stream? So that's the plan.
I think
at
it
least.
should just be. I'm just going to unplug got my Switch. This is what I stream. It's right here. So I got the monitor set up. I'm just going to unplug this and just hopefully it just is all connected the same way, and just put the 2 in. So
How many games did you get for Switch 2?
I don't have any games yet. I just have the download. So
Mario Kart World.
yeah, I wasn't sure what game I wanted to get. I'm gonna have to get something because I don't have a game, and I forgot. I bought Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection before I even had a Switch. Think about that. Like, I bought that. I don't think I had the OLED yet, so I don't have a game for the Switch 2.
So all the games that they were advertising, like Donkey Kong and all that, like, are those all out right now?
I believe Donkey Kong's like July.
Oh, okay. So they're a little ways away yet. Well, I guess not that far away, but that was the one that caught my eye. Just always being a Donkey Kong Country fan, because that's what that was, right? It was like a Donkey Kong Country. I don't know if you want to call it a remake. Is that what it was? Donkey Kong Country?
I think this is from what I understand is the one that I just bought, Donkey Kong Country
Morning, Thor.
HD. That was the Wii port. This is an actual Switch port.
all
So
right.
whatever this is, it Bonanza, guys. Is that the next Donkey Kong game? And Jay, I haven't sent the Nintendo request to you because I haven't powered it on yet. So I'm behind, running around, just trying to get the videos. That's where the delay is. Good morning, Thor.
I mean, not only that, you got a new arcade one up to talk about pretty soon. I mean, they're coming out with WrestleFest or Day Basic Fun, not arcade one up.
It looks just like an arcade one up. Like I'm not under. A lot of people have covered it. I just haven't really checked out much of it. I don't know the facts on it, but it looks identical to like a like the Mortal Kombat 2 cap,
like an original arcade one up. Yeah,
I don't know what's on there.
No Wi-Fi, just
They were speculating, and because there was a picture of the box that I guess it got leaked, but it was at such a weird angle. They were, they were trying to look at the very top of the box and see. Apparently, it has 6 games on it, and I don't know if any other or even wrestling games. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's cool that they're doing something, I guess.
Well, they're going to have to, but the thing is, they're going to have to alter the game. They're going to have to alter the game. They're going to have to change the W for WWF.
Which they did.
No, but they altered the actual game because you're not going to ever see WWF. You're going to only see
Yeah,
right there, it's basically a new port. It's a new.
Right. And I will say, just through Blitz, like that kind of stuff, it didn't really bother me all that much that they had to alter it a little bit. It still kind of felt like the same game, and I'm sure this will too. But that old WWF logo is just so iconic.
It is. I mean, that's life. A lot of people wanted this cab. I think anyone that wants to get WrestleFest will get it.
Yeah.
It'll just, they'll put it behind, with the rest of them, but
it'll collect dust. It'll collect dust with the
but
rest.
It's the look. It's the look. I mean, I'm not playing.
Superstars.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not playing a lot of these behind me. It's just Jesse. It's like works of art.
Yeah, it's
you're like an art painting collector. That's what it is, dude. It's about the aesthetic. It's about the look. It's not about playing.
When we stream, and we do stuff that like X-Men or something like that's different. But I'm not unless you have an urge. Like I feel like playing Time Crisis right now. Like I'll go in the other room and I'll play Point Blank or something until I get my itch.
Every once in a while, it used to be pretty religiously, where it was like every Friday night or every Saturday night I'd be out in the game room, and it's kind of got a little bit less frequent than that, but it's still probably like every week or maybe every other week. I do try to get out there and play them. Also got to justify keeping the space occupied like that too.
I know. That's another thing is I got a whole room. I got 15 of them next door to me.
Like I got to
the
justify
thing is,
it. If not, then what the hell are they there for?
My stuff's got the new, PC for the racer. Like I don't know if they've shipped any. I have not gotten my pre-order from them yet. They're probably just running behind. But when we get those, that'll be, we'll be into it again. Like I think it's just going to be phases. WrestleFest comes, we get this urge to, we want a new cabinet. We get a new mod from Buy Stuff. So it's just G.I. Joe. Like he makes a cabinet.
Yeah, he's doing that.
We just kind of go in and out. There's other things happening. And
all right, there I go. Now I got
it. Yeah. No, he's in, he's out. It just
good Lord.
Like stand there and wave once in a while. Like,
that's exactly
like Vanna White, used to do.
He's in, he's out.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of nails it right there. Saying they're nice to have when you want them. Yeah, and they're a cool showpiece. So hopefully, and what's basic fun? What else did they release? Like, or they leaked like Centipede and
like a bar top Centipede, right?
Tempest,
or
what it was. Yeah, and neither one of them really. Those are I have no interest in either one.
It's like their version of the countercade.
Yeah. So I guess that's what they're doing. They're releasing 3 different titles in different formats. Is that what it basically looks like?
And it's Star Wars, right? I mean, are they doing? I haven't followed any of this, but I believe there's a Star Wars. I mean, not everybody got
the same one,
Well, not everybody got it though, right? So like we're covered,
right?
And if you if you want one, okay, here it is.
I mean, give me that Sega Star Wars trilogy, and I'll just give them a empty check with my name on it, and they can just fill in whatever number they want. Yeah, that's true. The WrestleFest is not online. That's kind of a
you got to remember, basic fun is starting from the bottom, like Arcade 1-Up.
They are. That's true.
So you got to look at it like they'll eventually get to the point where Wi-Fi is a thing. But for now,
what was the first Arcade 1-Up cabinet that was online? That wasn't like
probably it was probably
NBA Jam, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
because you had Golden Axe. I mean, that was the one that was like right before they started putting.
No. NBA Jam, I think, came out then Golden Axe, but then they didn't have the Wi-Fi in there. People are like, "What the heck?"
Oh, so NBA. You're right. That's right. So yeah, I think you're right. It was NBA Jam.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ricky. It is, you can always get Glenn's FU, right? Because it's not going to have online. Like
that is a great value. Glenn's FU, because you can put whatever you want in it, and you're never going to get anything of that high quality for the price that Glenn is offering. That thing looks pretty dope, man. If I had the room in my place, that would be something I'd be looking at.
Yeah,
and if there's a cabinet you want, G.I. Joel is like. Now he's making the shells. It's just
he may be the go-to guy.
He could be. I mean, that's where it's leading.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean he's making the shells? What are you talking about, Phil?
He's making like a Donkey Kong looking shell cabinet.
Oh,
any deluxe. Like he is just busy. But there's just so many different projects he's working on. I talked to him a few weeks ago, and I mean that the 6-player X-Men, that is a possibility. It might take a year for him to make it, but remember the off-road he was going to make for Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about how long ago that was. Like, where G.I. Joel has come from then to now.
Man, I would be so tempted at a 6-player X-Men cabinet.
It go in the garage.
I would have to try to find the room for it. And like says here, if they come out with an XL online Turtles, would I buy again? Yes. The answer for me is yes.
Or what if G.I. Joel could just make the shell for that, and we just take our X-Men whatever and just put it inside of there?
Isn't that the point? That's what he's doing.
Like think about it. That'd be cool. Just take your PCB out of the your outdated looking riser cab and put it in a G.I. Joel custom.
So at least there's options, which I think we were starving for options. or anything really over the last, I don't know, better part of a year and a half, maybe, unless you were into like unless you wanted a Hello Kitty claw machine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with that FU. It looks like it's going to be pretty pricey, but if you get the quality and you know, if you know Glenn, you know it's going to be good.
Well, you're actually getting a lot of value for the
Right.
price.
You're
That's-
basically
and-
getting an
and
authentic
it-
arcade machine.
And
that
not
you can
only
just-
that, not only that,
basically
it
right.
comes with his Viper board. So you'll be
Oh, yeah.
able to put whatever you want on it right out of the gate. It's not you know,
you're getting
you're
a
not
sweet
limited.
bundle.
You're getting
with,
a great bundle.
yeah, you are.
And that plug and play Time Crisis is on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of that.
Yeah.
I saw Fox posted a picture.
Yeah,
I think it
I
was
saw
yesterday.
that too. I wasn't quite sure what that was.
Who's that Matty Pixels guy? Didn't he do a video on that like I don't know, like
Yeah,
2
he
months
did.
ago?
Well,
Maybe.
he did a video a while ago, and then he just did a recent video talking about it.
It's running out of material.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a multicade based on a real arcade machine. It's a multicade that is a real arcade machine.
Yeah.
So that's
Pretty
a pretty
much.
good way to. Yeah, it's exactly what.
And
it
that's
is.
why I say Glenn could probably take that and sell it like to like commercial establishments. Like if you got a little bar
yeah.
and you want to have it in a little bar, or you want to have it in an office or somewhere, he could probably make a killing with that, with the high quality components. And
Yes,
Glenn is on point. He's like the modern day. He's the one bringing them back. I mean, bringing back actual arcade machines. I mean, it's
Jesse, what's your dream cabinet?
Oh God, I think some people know.
Karate Champ.
It's Karate Champ. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What if G.I.
100%.
Oh,
What if
God,
G.I.
yeah.
Joel could make the cabinet? All you had to do was add the game. Would you? How interested?
In 3/4 scale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take it. Yeah, I would get it definitely. I was thinking of actually getting a full size cabinet, but gutting it out and then just putting in a main version of it. So I don't.
Where
have
would
to
you
go.
put that if you found one?
Probably put it over here in this corner over here, next to Darth Vader. That's the only place I got any more space.
Oh, that's a
Could
good
you
point
get it
by
in there without
Jay.
getting rid of anything?
No, I'd have to get rid of something. Yeah, it'll have to be Golden
Decisions.
Tee that goes, or the original Pac-Man. Yeah.
Which Golden Tee do you have
Oh God, I have the first one
with the riser?
with the riser. Yeah,
Gosh, I've never played that one. I saw it at Synergy, and I never got to go up to it. It
I
was
mean,
like
still
in this
plays
private
good.
room.
You know what everybody always complained about, that you always hit the glass when you hit, because no, I never did. I don't know. What is it? how far are people coming off the ball?
I mean, a lot of these guys like to nitpick down to like
Good
the
Lord,
color of the screw hole cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's.
I
See,
mean,
now
you're-
I figured out which one I would get. They keep putting out Golden Tee. They need to put out Silver Strike Bowling. That's what they need to put.
Yeah,
out.
that
You
would
know
have
what
been
I
good.
don't like about that is on Silver. Do you see the bowler when you're playing that, or is it a first person view screen like
Morning glare.
World Class Bowling?
No, you see the bowler.
I like that you don't see the ball. I like that you just. I like that you just see the.
But I think you can. I
the
think you
screen.
can. I think you can. I think you can format it where you don't see the bowler. I think
Okay.
you have a choice on Silver Strike. I always just played it with where you could see the bowler, but I just love it. It's so fluent and fun to play. Like that would be a great one to have. Like I would never buy a Golden Tee, but
Right.
if they came out with a Silver Strike, I think I would.
Even with the $50 sale right now through Arcade One Up, the Father's Day sale, Golden Tee.
Golden Tee it's $50 now.
I can't
$50 or
It's
$50 off.
They still can't sell it. No, I'm surprised there's still Golden Tee in stock.
I was about ready to ask that. Yeah, I'm surprised they have any left, and if they still have that license. It seems like their license.
Well, that
they're
was one of their last
capitalized.
cabs, wasn't it? The Midway and Golden Tee
Yeah,
combo,
I guess it
combo,
was. Huh.
combo Cade.
Yeah. the Frankenstein.
Yeah. The cab that nobody wanted or nobody asked for.
But we had to have it. We had to complete the XL lineup.
Well, how about this, guys? We'll get away from the arcade stuff. I wanted to.
It's been
see what you
it
guys
was just
thought.
kind of
I
fun
know.
talking. Arcade went up for a second,
it's
wasn't it?
It's been yeah, it's right. Like speaking of nostalgia, arcade went up is going to be the nostalgia topic eventually here soon because
Give us just a little hint of this giveaway I keep seeing on the bottom of the screen.
oh, okay. Well, I guess I can do that.
Just a hint. You don't have to show it. Just
I don't have to show it. Well, it's funny that you had asked Jesse what his favorite arcade game was, and it is it's in the same realm as that. Basically, put it that way.
And how does somebody win the giveaway? What do they got to do?
It will be.
Do they have to subscribe?
Well, yeah, you have to be subscribed. Well, I guess you don't have to be. No, I'm going to show a picture at the end of the screen or at the end of the stream, and you have to tell me what it is and what it's from. So somebody might not win. It's not going to be like a trivia question that you could just Google. It's going to be a picture, and it's on it's based off a very, very, very popular cartoon / sitcom. I'll give you that much of a hint. But if you're a hardcore fan of this franchise, which probably many people are, you might know it. But if you don't, it'll be one of those things where it'll just carry over into next week.
And how are people going to reach you? Are you going to throw out your email address?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we do the giveaway thing, I will.
Okay, so stick around for the end of the show.
Yes.
For amazing giveaway.
Yep, I'm going to show a picture. You're going to have to tell me what it's from, and if you're the first person to get it, yeah, you just email me or whatever. We'll go through all that. Corner K, good morning, man. You're up early enough. Well, quit staying up till 3 a.m. No, usually that's me. I'm like staying up till 2 a.m. on Friday.
I don't know how you guys do it.
I didn't last night, man. I've been battling illness all week long. I don't know if you can tell in my voice or whatever, but last weekend my wife ends up getting COVID of all things, you know, and we passed that around the house. Come Tuesday, I started feeling terrible, and Wednesday I actually had to call off work. Wow. So I'm still kind of getting over it. My throat still kind of feels funny, but.
What are you drinking? You got the Monster?
Yeah, this I heard this is a great remedy for COVID or the flu or anything, you know.
So's whiskey.
Yes. Well, I drank a little bit of Captain last night, hoping to flush the rest of it out.
Just
a little bit. Just a little.
So Hockey Town, you haven't even been to bed yet, man. Partying hard. Yeah, man. I had to work.
Ricky's got a lot of, if you're not following Hockey Town, look him up on Instagram, posting a lot of his projects with his home arcade. So
okay,
some cool mods.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's been watching the Stanley Cup too. Maybe that's where you were at, Hockey Town, up watching the Cup Finals last night. Life of a Third Shift.
I didn't know you were third shift.
It might be COVID-20. It might be COVID-22 at this point. I don't know. All I know is that's the first time I've ever like officially confirmed had it, because I've thought that I've had it in the past, but I never actually went and got tested or anything, you know. But my wife went and got tested because she thought she had an ear infection. And apparently if you have flu symptoms, they still do that. They're like, oh, no, you also have COVID too while you're. And yep, a couple days later, I got sick. And I'm just, I mean, obviously it has to be that, right? Oh yeah, that FOMO. I know. Yeah, all the money reasons, right? That's always the catch. So I'm gonna share this. This was I loved this show back in the day. Did you guys ever watch King of the Hill?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of like reboots, we did the whole like reboot remake thing last time. Did you know they're bringing this back?
Yep.
I saw that.
So
now who passed away on King? I've seen like several different articles.
It was I can't think of who exactly the character, but it was one of the voice actors for the show. And apparently there was a little bit of controversy about that because they had a panel because I guess they were hyping this show up and they didn't include this guy on it. And it was like 2 days before he ended up dying, which was like tragically dying. I think he was murdered. Are you allowed to say that on YouTube? But
We'll find out.
Yeah. The screen goes black.
Yeah.
Oh, is that who it is? It was the actor for Boomhauer. No way. So, yeah, but apparently they didn't include this guy on the panel, but he ended up getting into the convention and sitting in the audience and was standing up, like asking those guys questions. It was almost like trolling them. John Redcorn. That was the guy. Okay. The character's name. Yeah, I didn't think it was the guy who played Boomhauer. I thought, was Mike Judge do Boomhauer? I can't remember, but either way, this was kind of an underrated show, I thought. I didn't really watch it a whole lot when it was on, in its original air run, which ended in 2010, but it ran for 13 seasons. But it was one of those shows.
It's the blocks. It's the sorry to cut you. It's the blocks of television we used to sit there and watch on a Friday night or a Wednesday night.
Right. It was like lumped in with The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff. And I always thought back when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, this is a little more serious. But I tell you what, man, it holds up well. Like, because they would air it late on Adult Swim, recently. And I started watching it. I'm like, this is actually pretty funny show. So I don't know. I was kind of excited that they were bringing it back. Is it going to work? I don't know. Mike Judge tried to revive Beavis and Butthead a few years ago, and it didn't work.
Everything comes back. I mean, I think that's the thing.
But I can see this succeeding where Beavis and Butthead failed, just because I think that type of comedy, the Beavis and Butthead style, that was meant for the 90s. And I think at this point, people were just kind of like over that whole shtick.
Yeah, it didn't fit. Doesn't fit the modern era.
It kind of doesn't. And I've went back and watched like classic Beavis and Buttheads, and I'm like, this kind of gets like dumb after a little while. It wasn't. I'm sure my parents thought that back in the day, and that's why I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Not that it was dumb back then, but
right. I mean, as a 13-year-old, it was the funniest thing I'd ever watched.
That was the best review ever on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Like, what more do you need to say, right? And it's funny that that they're of all shows they're bringing this back. So
I think it takes people back to that time, like early 2000s, late 90s.
Yep.
And I think that's what all this stuff. Like you see something at the store and we buy it because it reminds us of 96.
Right, and this will, and it's not going to be like an X-Men 97 where they just pick up where the other one left off. This is going to have the whole time change. So apparently this is going to take place 25 years later, or I'm sorry, math isn't my strong point, 15 years later. So like Bobby Hill's all grown up and these guys, they're all getting older. And so I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That could be good that it's continuing, but it's taking looking at it through a time changing lens. That's kind of good.
That's a good point, Cyril. I mean, this is me, but the last movie I saw at the movie theater was almost a year ago when I saw Batman Forever. Like, what are we watching nowadays?
Oh, that's the thing. So you went back to the movie theaters to actually watch a movie that was released
in 1995.
30
like, how bad does that sound?
I know.
It's odd. I mean, we're forcing each other to go see Superman together. We have this. We have to do this.
Right. Yeah, we have to.
We get Zod into the theaters to see Superman. I might make the trip over to crash it for you guys. No, the only movie I've recently wanted to see in theaters was Revenge of the Sith when they just put that out a few weeks ago. I mean, I didn't get a chance to, but there was a lot of people that went and saw it. Dang it, Mikey.
MG.
What's up? So yeah, I wanted to see what everybody was thought about King of the Hill, because I thought that it was very underrated. At least I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Sorry, I got to open my son's Kool-Aid.
Look at that. Look at put that up to the.
Oh, here, buddy. Here, Dylan. Let me see that real quick. Yeah, you guys remember these things?
Here's a blast from the past.
Yeah, they still make them. They have a little twist off top. If I squeeze this thing right now, Kool-Aid would shoot
I didn't
up
mean to take it away from Dylan. I thought Mike was actually going to drink this.
Oh no, he must have got into the fridge and saw one.
Yeah, there was one really far back that I got it. Then I saw like the water pump I had.
Uh-oh. Well,
Now then I took this.
okay, well that's fine. Straight sugar water, guys.
Yeah.
I might tear
It's
up
good for
saying
you.
too. I might tear up with Krypto. Nothing better happened to him in that movie. Or I'll be devastated. They do something.
They can't kill him off. Come on. They wouldn't do such a thing, right?
Krypto's the main character in this crappy movie. What are we talking about? He's
Did you
the main
see
character?
Did you see I picked up the Fortress of Solitude the other day, Zod?
Oh, that's a huge pickup, man.
Did you see the
superpowers?
Did you see the music
Superpowers.
video?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you did. You saw the music video I did, Phil.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, Krypto's the hero.
We don't care about Superman. He always comes back,
No.
right?
And we know. Give him a black suit. He'll be back.
Superman is just a guest star in this movie. It's got everybody else. It's like freaking.
Need some sugar. Oh, he had plenty of
He
sugar.
should have just
cereal.
He should have just called the movie Krypto. Well, why? I mean, why? You know,
Don't give them any ideas, Zod.
I mean, it's.
We never got Krypto before. Think about it. Smallville, there was an episode called Krypto, but it was just like fake superpowers. Like kind of got injected into him. Like it wasn't officially.
Krypto never actually made an appearance.
No.
So this is
the
the
first
live
time.
action. I mean, I was pretty excited when I saw the dog. I'll admit it. I was like, well, they're doing something different at least. But like Zod said, he's kind of just seems like your average dog with just superpowers. Like,
Right, he just happens
how
to
dangerous
be
would that be?
a very powerful dog. I mean, I actually believe that he's more that the twist is that in this universe, Krypto is more powerful than Superman. So
that could be true, because Kara Zor-El might be stronger than Kal-El. There's
Right.
there's
Right.
those, yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yep. Yeah,
I
that wouldn't
didn't see it yet,
surprise me.
Ricky. I gotta get to Dairy Queen.
Oh, Dairy Queen is yeah. They got all those meals now. Those
Oh, do
Superman
they?
meals.
I gotta make it there.
How did I missed out on that? I didn't see that.
Well, they're available now. Like you'll be able to. They'll probably be running all through. You know the
Oh yeah,
the
because when's that movie set to
the
release?
theatrical. It's coming out on July 11th. So
Speaking of July releases, I know we talked about this already, but I got to bring it back up again because I'm just way too excited about it.
Yeah.
There was a new Happy Gilmore trailer that was released. the official trailer. And that's coming into Netflix. Yeah, sometime in July. I think July 25th. Now, I don't know. I'm excited about it. Does that mean I'm going to get let down? Probably. But I saw like Eminem makes cameo in this. They have all tons of like all the top pro golfers make cameos in it. So there's potential. But I feel like it's going to be. Hopefully, it's not like a Christmas Story 2, where they just try too hard to be like the original, and they just leave you just wanting to watch the original.
That movie was so bad that it ruined the first one for me.
I'm glad I didn't watch the whole thing, or I could see that happening. Because then you just realize, like, Ralphie grows up to be a real,
Oh, I forgot. I
whiny
forgot
adult.
that. I forgot that came out.
I
The
know.
sequel to.
Yeah, we
But
didn't even talk about that last show.
they've actually had several sequels. People just
They
don't
did.
remember them.
They,
They've done.
they did
They
do
just
a
weren't. They just weren't all about. They just weren't all about Christmas. They were about different things.
yeah. Well, they did do a Christmas Story too, I think, in like
Yeah.
the late '90s, maybe. Like Daniel Stern played the dad, the guy who played Marv in Home Alone.
The Wet Bandits.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, what is this? Yeah, Ralphie was trying to get his first car or something. I'm like, oh, guys, like, what are we doing?
Hey, good morning, Serge.
Morning, Serge.
Well, there is one where I think they all go on a like a summer vacation or something, and it had the same dad from the Christmas Story from the original, and
Oh, yeah.
and Ralphie, and it was just a different story. It was a different time in their lives. I forget the name of the movie, but it's in that same
You're right. In their
universe
the same continuity,
of
the
same
universe,
universe
right?
of movies. I just can't remember the name of it though. But I remember watching it a few years back. Somebody had it on YouTube.
It's one of those movies like, why did it even have to be made? I mean, the original was so iconic and classic that you just can't top it. Now, hopefully this Happy Gilmore isn't the same way, but I don't know. I usually give Adam Sandler the benefit of the doubt. Even if his movies are stupid, they're still funny. Like That's My Boy. You guys ever seen That's My Boy?
Yeah, I love that one. That's
me too. And a lot of people say
that's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Me
It's not
too.
my favorite
And who would've
one,
thought?
honestly. It's funny.
Like, to me, yeah, that's right up there with like Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, and like even his dumb ones like the Waterboy is kind of stupid, but it's so funny.
That movie could never be made today, bro. It could never be made. Like
Across a few boundaries, I would say, right?
Can never be made. No. Oh, it's great. It's great.
So that's it for that. And I wanted to show you guys this. So last show, remember I pulled up that Nintendo World Championship cart for $2.5 million.
Oh my gosh.
So I started diving down a rabbit hole. And are you guys familiar with the Alamogordo landfill? Does that name?
Is that the one with the
bell?
ET?
Yes.
Yeah, with the Atari cards.
Yeah.
So did you know that? I mean, I'm sure you've probably assumed that people had been out there unearthing these copies of these games. Well, apparently there were other cartridges buried with ET. It wasn't just ET. But you can buy them. An unearthed copy of a video game that has been verified through a certificate of authenticity to have been removed from the landfill. And this is a copy of the Atari 2600 version of Centipede. And if you want it,
oh my God,
a little case here and a certificate,
it's only $7,500, Mike.
$7,500.
That's $7,500 you'll never make back.
Yeah.
nope.
That's right. And I found this because I was looking for the ET, and I remember seeing there was somebody had posted a copy of the ET on eBay. Oh, this is probably like 2 years ago, and it was almost in the $1 million range. I was hoping to find it, and I couldn't. The only recovered games I could find was Centipede. But
So the city is actually certifying it?
that's what I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. Like, I don't know if here it is. The certificate verifies that this game with this serial number is an original Atari game recovered from the Alamogordo dump on April 26, 2014, was buried in 1983 in one of the 12 truckloads of merchandise delivered by Atari.
That's
Over
weird.
1,000 ET games and 60 other game titles were unearthed from the dump. Yeah. Alamogordo made the decision to allow a limited number of these to be released to the public. Yep. There's
Why
the
would
mayor.
the city be involved in it, though?
I don't know.
That
mayor
sounds
oh, God.
sketch to me.
It's a special. It's a special deal, Jesse.
Yeah.
There's some political kickbacks involved.
Yeah.
Piece of history. Okay, you get a couple
Exactly.
other things right here.
Piece of history.
There's a nice little story printed off the internet that somebody stapled together about the landfill, and a copy of the newspaper.
Wow.
Apparently,
Isn't that nice?
Someone went
covering
through a
up-
lot of work to make this look legit.
Another thing printed off the internet and stapled together.
Isn't
Well,
that nice?
Now it's worth $7,500 now.
Oh yeah, $7,500 now.
Yeah, with that
for
paper. Yeah.
a crushed copy of Centipede that's got some dirt on it. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Great.
That
The dirt's full of radon. You bring it into your
of
home.
course.
Little asbestos bits.
Yeah, a little asbestos in there.
Buy it. I mean, unfortunately, I already own a copy of Centipede for the Atari 2600.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but, it's not one of their worst arcade ports, but
Yeah.
like again, it goes back to what we were talking about last. Like, who would buy this?
I have no idea.
$7,500.
So weird.
How did you find this? How did you come across this?
I was looking for ET because it crossed my mind. I remembered that I had stumbled across it
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
and you don't have a copy of ET, right? So you
Well, I know I do have a copy. I have an in-box copy of ET, but it's not recovered from the landfill, though, unfortunately.
wait, you have an in-box copy?
Of ET for 2600? Yeah.
Oh, so you've never opened it or played it.
Well, oh no, it's not. It's opened. Yeah, it's definitely opened.
Oh.
Top bid. I mean, I can make an offer on the thing.
$5.
75.
Yeah.
See what he says for 75.
Here's the okay. So there's a Target price tag on the bag, $32.99. Like, I wonder when that's from. Obviously, in their mid 80s, early 80s.
80, 83, 84.
Yeah.
So he bought it. He or she bought this from Target and made it look like it's from the landfill.
I don't know that price
The
tag.
Scrooge
looks-
McDuck dived right into this landfill, found a copy. No, he bought it at Target in 83.
Hey guys, let's go. Let's do a Nostalgia Power landfill diving event where we just dive into the landfill and see what kind of
See what
crazy
everybody bring their
nostalgia we
shovel.
can find.
What state is this in?
New Mexico. So a little far. A little bit far.
Let's do a road trip.
We'll recruit everybody. Serge is coming.
Huge meetup.
Yeah, but you see,
MG.
that's a little odd right there that it's in the Target bag with the price tag on it, because the ones that were buried were the stores actually supposedly gave them all up and they just hauled them over there. So
Right.
somebody had already purchased that. So that wouldn't have been in the landfill.
No, and look how that
I think
sticker's in pretty good shape.
I think the biggest thing to take from this is
the
the
stickers. are
Target
reproductive.
sticker is probably worth the most out of all of this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'll give him $75 for the sticker.
Stickers of reproduction.
No more.
Yeah, there's not a piece of dirt on the sticker either.
No. Yeah, that's
It's clean
Hey,
as anything.
you never know what you're gonna find on eBay. And
No.
not to say these are dishonest people, but
Yeah,
what's up,
they're
Ralphie?
pretty, yeah, they're pretty
are some
dishonest.
scammers
They're
out
pretty
there on
dishonest.
eBay.
I have to
There's
say that's
Ralphie.
pretty
There he
freaking
is, man.
dishonest. It's pretty.
good
bad.
morning, Ralphie.
Hey, Ralphie.
He heard
What's
us
up,
talking
Ralphie?
bad on Christmas Story 2.
Ralphie.
I don't even bring it up. I
His
I
ears are
noticed he
ringing.
wasn't there when I made that statement.
Sorry,
Don't
Ralphie.
watch the rewind.
We love it. Yeah, we love it. So there's a whole other. Oh my God, you should see some of these games on here, and maybe each stream I'll find a ridiculous eBay listing, and we can sit here and
Yeah.
make fun of it. But
Yeah.
this one was pretty crazy. I thought a recovered landfill copy of Centipede, $7,500.
That's insane.
One of these days, I'll find an ET one. I like Zod. I like that idea. We're all gonna go to New Mexico. Everybody grab your shovel. We'll start digging, see what we
Yeah.
can find, and then we'll list a bunch of it. We'll list it all on eBay.
We'll do
Start
a couple of
digging,
foodies
start
out there.
digging.
Yeah. You get it certified by the mayor of Alamogordo.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It'd be Nostalgia Power on location.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
could be
But you know
the
what?
West Coast trip and then the East Coast. So
Yeah.
when we raid Jesse's,
Yeah.
we got into Philadelphia, we go to Jersey.
Yeah. We're going on the
Yeah,
beach.
that New Jersey dumpster, baby. Hell yeah.
There's a lot of them.
We know there's one there. A lot of wife beaters, cutoffs,
We'll be
and
really busy.
hair dye.
Some will say the whole state is.
One big dumpster. But I'll say this, guys. I never heard of the city of Alamogordo, New Mexico, besides this. So maybe they're using this as as tourism. Come check out our landfill.
We should do this.
I would love to. And you know what? The worst part is I'd probably be geeked out if I found a copy of ET in there.
Saying you're not far from there. We could, dude. This could be a great
Yeah.
midway point.
So I wonder, Ralphie was just in here and he's out in California. I wonder how far he is from New Mexico. Before we hit a commercial break, I want to see if you guys saw this real quick.
Yeah, MG, but it's very expensive trash.
Yeah.
Everything costs a lot here.
Speaking of trash, how about this? Since they're releasing all these beat 'em ups like Shredder's Revenge and
the new X-Men
Power
game
Rangers
that's coming out. There's a new X-Men game.
new X-Men. Do you guys ever watch Toxic Crusaders?
This looks awesome too.
This actually does look really fun.
Yeah, this looks
Wow.
Yeah, it says gameplay is not final, but I don't know. I'm assuming this is going to be released for all the consoles and
For
everything.
everything. Yeah.
This would be right up Nintendo Switch's alley, it looks like. But that was like a cult classic 80s movie, wasn't it? Toxic Crusaders. And they made a cartoon show in the 90s, I think. Didn't last very long. And a video game. The N6, or I'm sorry, on the original Nintendo, which is one of the more expensive games.
They need a Thundercats game like this. That'd be great.
Why
Yeah, that
has
would be
that
good.
never been made? But yeah, I was excited about that one. I don't know. Did you guys ever watch the original Toxic Crusade? It's a weird movie.
I don't remember. I know Swamp Thing.
No.
I've seen the original Swamp Thing movies, but
Yeah. But that's one that, like I said, it reminded me immediately as soon as I saw it of, what's the Power Rangers game? Phil, didn't you just talk about that on one of your videos?
Reader's Rewind.
Yeah.
And that's how Shredder's Revenge is. And G.I. Joe, whenever that's coming out for Switch.
So I guess this is obviously
kind of the new
gonna be
format, I
something they're
guess.
going to be doing. Yep, the new format. I don't know. I might pick that up for cheap if I can. We'll see. Read his ice. You don't get the old looking game craze. Well, I guess maybe their point is because they couldn't do those type of games that well back then, maybe. I mean, some of them were still pretty good, but like Shredder's Revenge, they couldn't have pulled that off.
Shredder's Revenge changed back then. Shredder's Revenge changed the game. I think they could. I think they could do it on Super Nintendo. They just didn't have the time.
Maybe.
How cool would X-Men for NES been if it would have been something like that, Mike?
Yeah, right. Instead of that, oh God, you still have your X-Men poster up on the wall back there somewhere?
Oh yeah. One of the very, very rare posters in that room.
The coolest part of that game was the box art.
The intro, the song,
that was of the that NES X-Men. I mean, yeah, it does. It all looks the same. It's the same thing.
There's a comic. It's like X-Men Classics, and the artwork on the cover of that reminds me so much of that game with Storm with the Mohawk and.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob, Blunt Man and Chronic. That was a great movie if you've never seen Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, you didn't like Toxic Crusaders? They're so gross they made you want to throw up. Yeah, I can see that. Well, guys, we'll go to a quick commercial break. Phil, I mean, if you got I know you said you had a bunch of stuff.
I got to get going, but just look at right here. Look at Loki. She's passed out underneath the arcade. Went up at
nap time. Is that the little cat bed back there?
She got a little cat bed. Look at she's right there. It's funny.
You turned one of your cabinets into a cat bed
underneath the pinball. The perfect spot for pet beds.
At least better than her walking all over or sleeping on the cabinets. Does she do that?
She'll jump. She'll jump from Golden Axe to the Act games over here.
Does she have claws?
She's got choices.
Back claws.
Okay. So you're not looking at too much risk of damage.
Yeah, whatever. You know, whatever happens.
It's all good. It's all
they're like
good.
They're kind of like autographs from them, you know, when you lose a pet down the road, you always have something to remember them. Right. So don't get too mad when they claw up your couch.
That's true. That's a something to remember them by. Well, I'm gonna hit
stick around for the giveaway. I have to split. Yeah. It was good hanging out.
It was good seeing you, Phil.
Great to see
everybody. Have a great weekend.
You too.
You doing a stream tonight, Phil?
I'm gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, we will do Mario Kart World and our first live stream on the Switch too.
Nice.
Very cool.
We will see you. We'll see you later tonight then, Phil.
All right.
The rest of you guys, we will be right back after these messages.
And now these messages.
Nobody has the movie I want.
Hey, if it's on video, Blockbuster probably has it. I mean, we have over 10,000 videos.
Wow.
I'll watch these fast and have them back tomorrow, I promise.
Relax. At Blockbuster, you can keep your videos for 3 evenings, so take home plenty. And use our 24-hour quick drop.
Do you have any children's videos?
Sure. Blockbuster's America's family video store. You know, we have more kids' videos than any place else. More movies, more nights, more fun.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Get yourself set up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It's juicy soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
What do you get in a SeaWorld day? You get Shamu. And shows. Sharks. And shows. Thrills. And shows. Fun. And shows. Hugs. And shows. Laughs. And shows. Seals. And shows. Friends. And shows. SeaWorld. It just gets better. And better. And better.
Visit SeaWorld on your Orlando vacation.
And better.
And now, back to our show.
I'm reading the comments. He's got
me too.
She's dead.
What's wrong with you people?
I was like, oh my god, is she really? Like, no, okay. Well, we'll see if that one gets me in trouble, guys. The trailer to Vacation. If it does, whatever. I'll just eliminate it later.
You know, they do a good job on those jingles. I remember that Juicy Fruit jingle. Like as soon as it played, I was singing along with it.
Right.
How do these things stick in your head from so long ago?
Because they're so ingrained and they you know.
Yep.
It was
they play them like 1,000 times.
Right. Yeah. Zero said he still knew the words, and I.
Yeah, me too.
When I was looking it up, I'm like, I was just looking up for like summertime type of commercials, and that came up as soon as it started playing. I was like, oh my god. Like I totally forgot that was even a thing, but it all came like I could almost recite it. I guess subliminally, it just like
it just sticks in there. Like
just sticks into your brain.
I can't remember what I ate for dinner yesterday, but I can remember the Juicy Fruit. So
I can't remember what I did last night. It had nothing to do with Captain, but
something's wrong.
Oh God,
they can't. That's right. What more can they take from me?
What did, propaganda.
Mel Gibson say in Braveheart, they can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom. There were a lot of Starburst. But that was the theme of the commercials was summertime because it's summer break. I mean, school's out, right? We got every day off now. We don't have to worry about homework. None of that stuff anymore.
Wasn't that a nice feeling when the bell rang and that was the end?
Yep.
You were out for the summer.
Like,
it was
wonderful. It was a great.
I don't know what was a better feeling, the night before Christmas or getting out for summer.
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the description of the stream, I even wrote that. Like, if there's anything that could top that feeling, it might be like the time right before summer break.
Mm-hmm.
Worst thing is my kid's still going to school. They started late. They started like after Labor Day, so the kid's
here.
3 more days left.
My nephew by you's done.
Oh, really? Most of the schools in my area are out. Like, we're one of the very few that he still has to go. That tingle you got getting out of the pool. All of them were great feelings. But yeah, at this point in the school year, you didn't care anymore, and usually the teachers were checked out too.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were done.
This is the time of the year where the AV cart came rolling into the room like every single day.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put on another movie, and the teacher just sits there or goes outside and smokes cigarettes or something. But I also included that clip of SeaWorld.
Go back to that, but then you always had that one DB teacher that all of a sudden had to give you like a bunch of work to do over the summer.
We're gonna have a test 3 days.
Yeah, you got to read 3 books and
you just because you're old and miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
Old and miserable. Yes.
And I say that, but were they as old and miserable as we remember? I don't know, because I go now to like my kids' school functions, and all these teachers in his school they're like my age.
Oh,
like his kindergarten teacher actually
miserable.
Graduated.
Mrs. Williams, if you're watching, you're a bitch. I've always wanted to tell you that.
It's been years in the making. I had to get this, and she's probably dead, so she probably won't even hear it.
No, she's gone. She's long gone. She's like Christy Brinkley.
Just like Christy Brinkley.
Feelings are hurting.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was. There were no F's given anymore this time of the school year. You could get away with pretty much whatever you wanted. You wanted to sneak your Game Boy into class. They didn't even care. My teacher was hot. His name was Mr. Price.
But were you hot for teacher?
Nope. Did not mince his words at all. Yeah, I just thought that was crazy when I started going to my kids' school functions. I'm like, what's up with all these young, attractive teachers? Where were they at? How come I didn't have that? How come I had like Mrs. Long, who like?
I had one in high school. Everybody was
there was one or two.
Everybody was into her.
I had a few. Yeah, there were a few that everybody was into. Yeah.
No, usually they were always old, miserable. Yeah, no nonsense. We would just sit up there and read from the textbook, and it's like
at the end of their fading careers.
Yep, that's it. Like, why haven't you retired yet? Oh, because you're in the teachers union, and your salary's based on your years of service, and they're probably making
they're some of those teachers, I honestly think they just looked forward to eating their tuna sandwiches for lunch. I mean, it just seemed
maybe
that's all.
You had the two types. For. You had either the real boring ones or the overzealous ones.
Yes,
like it was like
they had those too.
Yeah,
but I guess being a teacher wouldn't be that bad of a gig, because guess what? I would be super pumped right now if I was a teacher, and I wouldn't care. I would be wheeling the AV cart into the classroom like, that's it. It's summertime, baby. I'm off for the next 3 months. Like, how cool would that be?
Let's watch Forrest Gump. Here we go. History class.
Put on Forrest Gump again for the 5th straight day.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zero. That's a thing now. Apparently, that's something.
And you know what? It's more women now.
Right. Yeah. Which you.
What's up with that? Where were they?
Never suspect that. I know. Like,
where were they?
Well, we had a bunch of old, ugly crotchety old teachers that we would, never would have ever thought of such a thing. What? The hottest teacher you remember was an Australian foreign exchange teacher. That was in the school you went to, Thor.
I had the exact opposite. I had an Irish foreign exchange teacher, and she was rough.
I remember
she was rough.
I think I took Spanish in 9th grade. The Spanish teacher was pretty cute.
Really?
But then she left after 1 year, and we all took Spanish the second year. And then again, there's some older lady who wasn't that friendly to the eyes.
Older lady.
Yeah. I'm like, now I took Spanish again. Now I have to struggle through this.
She looked like she was beaten by a shillelagh.
Yeah, my Spanish teacher looked like she got beaten by a burrito cart or something like that.
Yeah. Leprechauns beat the crap out of her.
And a German teacher, and she had a mole with hairs growing out of it. That's pretty gross.
9.
Ugh. Yeah, I've seen those before. Like, why don't they just? What's so hard about just pulling those hairs out? Because then they're always like 3 inches long.
Yeah, why do they keep them? Clean it up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah. Like every once in a while, I'll have like a crazy long hair that somehow like
I always get
overnight
that too.
In my eyebrow, and I'm like, oh my god, get rid of this thing like before it pokes.
And it grows like in an hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like it wasn't there like a minute ago.
No, and how do all of a sudden is it like an inch longer than the rest of them?
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess I'm to that point in my life where I got my hair cut yesterday, and every time I go get my hair cut, they're like, "You want us to trim up those eyebrows for you?" Like, what are you saying? I'm old. You want to trim my ear hair too while you're?
I was gonna, take it right out of my mouth.
They haven't asked me about that yet. Thank God. Yeah, that's disgusting. I know. Let me bring this up real quick if I can remember how to work the computer. About 12 summer vacation traditions every 80s family lived for.
Okay. Let's see what they are.
What they have to. Found your first ear hair. Yeah. Every once in a while, again, like I'll just get one out of nowhere. I don't have ear hair at all, but there'll just be one of them. Like, where the hell did you come from?
Yeah, it's like it's the curse. When you get older, you lose your hair on top, and you start growing everywhere else. What's up with that?
Before we get into this, I did want to bring up SeaWorld because that was one of my my very frequent destinations that we used to go to. But back when SeaWorld was a big thing, I mean, I guess anymore, I don't even know if SeaWorld exists still.
I don't know. So there's been so much outcry over them.
Yeah, if they do, they're not. I know they don't have killer whales anymore.
No.
And that was like their
well, I think it was like it took the third person to be killed for them to say, I think we better cut it out now.
Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I think this is not good.
Like going into the lion's den and doing stunts with it.
I think they realized that. I don't know if the orcas really like this too much.
No. Because I mean, I get it. Like the circus actors, performers that perform with the lions. I'm pretty sure those lions are like heavily sedated.
Oh, probably.
I mean, but can you sedate a 12,000-pound whale?
I don't know.
Like what? How much amount of tranquilizers would you need for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
So do they have SeaWorld out there still? Yeah, a couple of depressed sea lions and a few overweight dolphins. But that was so. I mean, we used to love. There was one right over in Ohio, like 3 hours from us, and we used to go there a lot. And yeah, it was such a great time seeing those whales up close. It was really, really cool. I mean, I didn't get to see anything like graphic or anything like that. There was never any incidents when we were there, but the name of the killer whale should have been. I feel like I don't know. Was that too easy? You guys remember the name of the whale?
Yeah,
You do.
I remember.
Which one?
The killer whale from SeaWorld, the main
SeaWorld.
whale.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The Shamu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did. You went to SeaWorld 2-3 years ago.
Is that what they do now? They just name every killer whale Shamu now.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, there wasn't one Shamu. They were all Shamu.
It's
like George Foreman's kids.
It's a franchise of Shamus.
Yeah, like George Foreman's kids. All right, so yeah, Ralphie, that's SeaWorld in San Diego. Yeah, I don't even think the one in Ohio that was close to me it's not around anymore. It closed a long time ago, but yeah, I don't think I would go because I mean, like you said, what do you got? Dolphins? You can go to like dolphin parks now and where you can actually swim with them, and which that's kind of cool. Me and my wife did that. Oh geez, like say 2010 or 2011. Back when I was younger, I got in the water with a dolphin, and
how was it? My mother always wanted to do that.
It was kind of interesting. At first, I'm telling you what, man, that dolphin comes right up to your face. It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah,
it is huge. Yeah. I'm sitting there. All I can think of is, man, if this thing gets pissed, like, what am I going to do? Like, try to doggy paddle away from it, where this thing
luck.
Swim 45, 50 miles an hour underwater.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they go like 60 miles an hour or something.
Yeah, no, you're not out swimming it. And if it grabs you and it pulls you under, but now again, they're probably heavily sedated. But you would grab onto its, I don't know, what is that, the dorsal fin on its back, and it would just zip you around. And if you splashed it would get up on its tail and splash you back and spit water at it, and it would spit water at you. So it was actually really cool. I didn't know. We didn't. None of us got the Switch 2. You just missed Phil. He got the Switch 2, and he is streaming it tonight. I guess what do you say? He's streaming Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
The dolphin couple. I mean, I don't know. If you feed a dolphin a cheeseburger, it will die. I mean, is that true? He's saying it's a fact. Wow, is this true? There's an abandoned SeaWorld in Mexico with a killer whale still trapped in the tank? That's terrible if that's true. I can't believe. Yeah, why wouldn't they have let it out or something? If you feed a mouse a cheeseburger, it would explode too. All I know is what is it, pigeons or birds or something, if you feed them rice.
That's what I heard. Is that an urban legend?
Yeah, that's got to be, right? Because
I've heard that though.
Yeah, if they eat rice, it'll expand in their stomachs.
Well, yeah, they did stop the they're not allowing you to do it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're supposed to have bird seed now to throw it at a wedding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because everybody used to throw the stuff at the weddings.
Yep.
Apparently, birds were just exploding all over the place.
Just dropping out of the sky.
Yeah. Well, we'll cover this real quick if I can find it, and we'll see if... all right, where is it? Oh, look, there's the Nintendo World Championship Great Kart.
For how much?
2.5 million.
Didn't say.
Is that all? That's not
That might be the one we looked at. Because it says Holy Grail. They all say Holy Grail.
Yeah. That one wasn't spray painted yet.
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah, so this is the 12. What is this called? The 12 summer vacation traditions. One was road trips with no GPS. I mean, that's pretty obvious that didn't exist back then. I always remember, with my dad, we were in the front seat. They'd have a big map or a road atlas, I think, was a.
Yeah. You think you had it bad? I used to go in the car. My mother had 8 tracks. She had like 30 different Engelbert Humperdinck songs we had to sit and listen to.
Oh God! Wow.
Oh God! Hours of Engelbert Humperdinck.
Well,
that guy had some good. That guy had some good Christmas albums, but other than that, I mean,
the days before like satellite radio and in Pandora and all that stuff where you could just pick whatever you want.
Yeah.
But no,
no.
we
These
used to
kids don't know how good they have it.
No, I remember we would just tune into whatever radio station we could pick up in that area and hope that it was something good. Because nobody could ever agree on, because there was 5 of us, which.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Back in the day, the radio would go out because you would.
Yeah, you'd lose your signal.
You'd lose signal. Yeah. You wouldn't have anything.
Nobody wanted to cave in. And we were like, no, play my tape. No, play my. Okay, Brian, we're just listening to the damn radio. Just hope that you pick something up.
It was hell years ago.
Oh yeah, how many times you're like, I'm gonna turn this damn car around and we're going home.
God, how did we get through it?
We're lucky we ever made it to SeaWorld.
God. Yeah.
Camping. Were you guys big campers? I never really went camping.
I went to camp as a kid, summer camp.
Summer camp, yeah.
I did it in my yard.
That's it. Yeah, we had a tent, a small little tent. Yep. We would camp in the yard. We would run the extension cord from the house.
I was a city boy.
Yeah, I guess you would have.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
No, we used to. Yeah, that's all we did. We'd run the extension cord and bring lights out there. I had a little 13-inch TV. We'd bring that. We'd bring the Nintendo. Like, it was more effort just basically moving our bedroom into the tent.
Yeah, we set it up once. I had concrete in my backyard, so it was fun too on the concrete.
Not
it was
very
nice.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been cool. Yeah, if you had one of them little tow behind trailers. Oh yeah. Leaving for vacation. Oh yeah, we were always out the house by 3-4 a.m. So if we were going to Virginia Beach or somewhere, you'd have to travel like past or near or around the DC area. You don't want to be anywhere near that place during busy times. What's that? Okay, speaking of the beach. Yep. Jesse, you probably lived at the beach being
we did. Actually, it's so funny because we come down where I live now. So
no way.
So I've gone full circle. Yeah.
Yeah, you're back where it all started.
Mm-hmm.
Zod, were you a frequent beach goer at all? I mean,
no, not really. I wasn't into the beach like that. No.
I mean, I guess you're close to the Great Lakes though, right? Which I'm sure there's tons of beach out there.
I'm just not really into that, man. Yeah. I never really cared all that much, to tell you the truth.
Amusement parks, though. How about that? I mean, Jesse, again, being out on the Jersey Shore, don't they have?
That was
out there, like
on
the piers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I got Wildwood, Seaside Heights, all that near me.
Seems like a pretty fun place to grow up.
Yeah, well, it definitely was.
Just Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear is 30 minutes from your house. Yeah, we don't have any, we have amusement parks out my way, but there was never any big bodies of water. I mean, Lake Erie, it's like a 3-hour drive north.
Mm-hmm.
If we went out your way, I mean, Jesse, we're crossing the state, so you're looking at.
Yeah,
it's not that close. I mean,
you got about 6 hours.
Yeah, 6-7 hours. I mean, just to go down to Virginia is only another hour, so it's only 8 hours. I mean, so it's a decent car ride.
You'd probably be better off going to Virginia.
Then
come this way.
And it was still Virginia Beach anymore is still it's a pretty happening place. I mean, it's very, very busy. So and we go every year with my family, but I think if I had my choice, I would prefer to go to the Outer Banks in the Carolinas. It's a little bit further down, but it's a lot more calm, a little more private and secluded. And it's now that I'm getting old, that's what I look for anymore. Get damn kids away from me. There you go. Yeah, come on, MG. We'll buddy up. Maybe we'll get the tent out. We don't even need to, because there's tons of campsites out in the Outer Banks.
The tent out.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that though. Now I gotta have a house or a.
I never tried that, but thanks for
wear a pair of red swim trunks and carry one of those little.
I'm gonna give that a try this summer.
Devices around.
I'll let you know how that turns out.
Another advertisement. Oh, classic backyard barbecues. Yeah, that was a summertime staple. We used to grow. I mean, if we didn't have when I was growing up, when I was real young, I remember my dad always used to grill on the used charcoal, one of them little dome grills.
Oh yeah,
and I loved it so much. It gave me so many good memories that I actually went and bought one.
Didn't you love squirting the lighter fluid on the fire?
Yeah.
I want you to go up.
Oh yeah, that's how I get it lit now. And every once in a while, I'll use it because it is a process.
See, I have a stupid gas one now. It's no fun.
Yeah, it's too easy.
It's too easy. Yeah.
Yep. But I bought one just for the heck of it. It's like 2 years ago. I'm like, you know what? I haven't used a charcoal grill in forever.
It's a better flavor.
It is much better.
Yeah.
Much better flavor. But it takes about a solid hour to get it up to temperature. And that's what I'm sitting there. I got the lighter fluid. I'm just flaming.
And then your burgers taste like lighter fluid.
Yep. That's what my wife says.
And that's actually okay. If it doesn't taste like lighter fluid, you didn't do it right.
It ain't summertime.
Exactly. I squirted lighter fluid on iArcade. I think he actually is telling the truth.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
to me.
I haven't got one of those Blackstones, but my in-laws have one, and they are all what they're cracked up to be. Yeah, everything tasted like lighter fluid. Chicken was burnt to a crisp, but still bloody on inside. Soon, bud. 10 minutes. These kids, they got to know exact time. Soon. Well, how long is soon? I don't know. 10 minutes. Fireworks, yeah, on the 4th of July. I mean, that's still something that's big now.
Yeah, but I was never into it.
I seen it
like you see it once, you've seen it a million times.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna. I'd rather, honestly, I'm to the point now. I'd rather just light them off myself.
That's more fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna go travel and fight traffic and go down.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do it, I want to be the pyrotechnic.
Right, me too. Like, do you know what you're doing? No, I'm fine. You run away and the rocket falls over, and you're shit. So that's exciting. Ice cream trucks. I mean, are those a thing in the past now?
No, actually, there's a resurgence coming up. Mr. Softy's going around again.
Oh, really?
Do you guys have a Mr. Softy?
They still play the music and was it a Mr. Softy? I don't remember. Yeah, we said. Sorry. Seeing people film fireworks on their smartphones. Yeah. Now that's cool. Like, if you could do something like that, if you were already there in the vicinity and you could see them, like come like for the 4th of July, like I can hear them at my house. I usually can't see them. And I'm sure everybody else can too. You hear them going off in the distance. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to.
Here's something that used to come around. Talk about a Mr. Softy. In the city, they used to bring tractor trailers down the blocks. And in the city, the blocks are like really, really tight. Cars are parked on both sides. But they would have tractor trailers of carnival rides. So you'd have like a little roller coaster a little, and they would come down. You would go on those. And
what would they just like park right there? And
they would just park right in the middle of the street. Yeah, just pull up like an ice cream truck. Everybody would run out and go on the ride.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't just stay in one place then for a long time. It would stop, let the kids get on, go for a ride, and it would go
move. Yep,
oh, that's
move to
cool.
another
I don't
block.
think I've ever seen that before. I'm sure it's dangerous as hell, but
it was. Yeah, it was sketchy.
I was never allowed to ride on those carnival rides when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My mom would always say, anything that's attached to the back of a truck can't be safe. I'm like,
Well,
Mom,
it is
kills
true.
like 30 kids a year. That's a small number.
That is true. We used to have a fair out in Giant Stadium, and I walked around the back of the rides one time, and all you see them is just propped up on bricks, just to level them out, and the bricks are just laying on.
Yep. Or you just see them wobbling when the thing
You're
is
wobbling
moving.
as
It's amazing that we've survived,
isn't it?
Oh yeah, they got all these fancy grills now. Yeah, with the smokers attached to them, the different scented and flavored pellets. But so back to that charcoal grill. So you could do that with charcoal now. You could buy they make them lighter fluid free charcoal that you can just light with a match. And
yep.
You could buy different apple wood and cherry and all sorts of different. But I like the original regular charcoal bricks that you need. Yeah, gallon of lighter fluid to get it to light. That's 80s nostalgia for me right there. That's not. Oh, okay. Well, we just talked about this. Ironically.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, there they are. All the unsafe rides that I was never allowed to ride.
Yep.
The rip-off carnival games that I was never allowed to play. And the overpriced carnival food that I was never allowed to get. Like, why the hell are we here?
Oh, that was the other thing, the food. Sketchy food. We had a stomach.
Hot dog.
Yeah, the corn
how
dogs.
long has this hot dog been sitting out in the sun? Yeah, we'd go to the carnivals. We weren't allowed to touch, eat, or do anything. Fishing. I don't know. Are you guys into fishing at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
It's all I
guess if you're
did.
living out on the coast.
A little bit.
We used to go recreationally. Never.
My father loved it.
Serious. Oh, really?
Yeah, we did it more for him.
So did you have a fishing license? Like, were you that into it?
You didn't need one back in the day, but now you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been looking for a house, like a weekend getaway house down in Deep Creek, Maryland, which is only like about 2.5 hours from here. And I'm like, if we end up getting something, like I might start taking up fishing, as lame as that sounds. Because I have all the stuff and I enjoy it, but I just never really have the time to go do it. I'm like, you know what? If we're down there by the lake, damn it,
We weren't big freshwater fishermen. We were more saltwater. We always fished in the ocean.
Which, I tell you what, I did that one time. We went on a fishing charter. Yeah, damn it, I wish I had the picture still. I caught this mahi tuna.
Wow.
And this thing, dude, it weighed 60 pounds. It was giant.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
I remember like getting seasick trying to reel this thing in, like fighting with this fish. It took me probably 15 minutes to get the damn fish on the boat.
Oh, yeah, those are huge.
And I'm like exhausted afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I had pictures of me holding it up. I'm like, oh my God, this is like my crowning achievement. And I can't find it. It's gone. It's only in my memory.
The only other things that are that powerful are marlins and sharks.
Oh yeah. I could only imagine trying to fight one of those things.
Yeah.
Like we used a special type of fishing rod and a special type of line, and it was all totally different. Yeah. There you go. I know. Yeah, it's a typical old fish. It was this big. It weighed 800 pounds, and it killed 6 guys.
Yeah. It put a hole in the boat.
Yeah, but the boat was sinking. I reeled it in.
I was yelling, "We need a bigger boat."
Yeah, that's right. So wait in 2 years when I tell this story, guys. It'll be totally different from what you just heard. I had the picture, but I lost it. Everybody on the boat who witnessed it is dead now. What's up, Israel? But I'm gonna find this picture. I'm going to find it.
Of the fish?
Yes, of me holding this fish. Yep. There's another thing. It's you don't really see anymore. I don't know. Are there any drive-in? Every once in a while, I'll pass a drive-in theater, but there are not too many of them around anymore.
No.
At least not out by me.
I'm pretty. If I remember correctly, I think the very first drive-in movie was in New Jersey.
Was it really?
I believe so.
Did you used to go to them when you were a kid?
We did, maybe like 3 times. Not often.
Did you ever go to a drive-in or see a movie at a drive-in theater?
I vaguely remember. I don't know. Not any time that I could remember recently or in any recent capacity. I might have gone when I was a kid, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember, man. Like I have no memories of a drive-in if I ever went. That's all I have to say.
I don't recall ever going to one, which I'm sad. But there is one that I did find that is about an hour from me. I feel like I should do it just to experience it. We could pretty much guarantee Jester Tester probably did, but
never in a drive-through.
No,
not in a drive-in.
Like I think now I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to bring my truck there and like set chairs up in the bed of the truck. You know, it might be kind of fun, but I can't get my kid to sit through a movie, and I can't even get the wife to sit through a movie anymore.
I can't sit through them either.
Yeah, honestly,
anymore.
Unless it's like Star Wars or something.
No.
Oh, summer camp. Okay, so that's where that's what the thumbnail was about. It wasn't. I had no, I wasn't gonna plan on talking about Jason Voorhees or Friday the 13th, but I felt like the Camp Crystal Lake was appropriate because summer camps were a big thing back then, and I don't know if they are a big thing now anymore. Probably not.
Again, just to throw it out there, the first Camp Crystal Lake was in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so suck it, people.
Yeah.
You think Jersey's so bad, huh?
That's right. They're contributing a lot to the world.
See?
Where the serial killer got his start.
That's right. That's our claim to fame.
Oh, you saw the Jetsons movie and Five Goes West as a double feature in a drive-in. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's back in the with the early 90s, probably.
I don't know, saying
we're gonna
Michael
do it.
Myers I think Michael Myers may be up there too. But I'll take Jason because he's a New Jersey person.
Yeah. I can honestly say I would probably have to pick Jason just because I think he freaked me out the most as a kid. To me, that's what sets the bar. Not that Michael Myers didn't, not that Freddy Krueger didn't. But I don't know. Seeing that hockey mask was
and the size of him.
Yeah, and he was huge. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, your daughter's at summer camp now. Okay, so they are still a thing. But that was another thing. Like I never went to a summer camp.
Did I ever tell you? I think I told you guys. My wife worked at Camp Crystal Lake.
You might have said that. I don't know if you said it live on the air.
She was a counselor. Yeah, she was one of those camp counselors that didn't watch Jason.
She was one of the ones that escaped.
She let him drown.
Yeah. Zod, were you a camper? Did you go to summer camp?
I went to summer camp when I was a kid, and
did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Yes.
Okay, so you voluntarily, because you just think of summer camp. It was like what the parents used to do to get the kids the hell away from them for a week.
Well, I kind of looked at it the other way. It was more to get for kids to get away from the parents.
That makes sense. I never looked at it in that
regard because it really, you want to get away from your parents and be around other kids your age and do things, Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I never got to experience it.
It was fun.
Honestly, MG, sadly enough, I would have loved to have went to space camp back in the day. I would probably still go now. Like, what is this old man doing here? I want to fly the space shuttle, guys.
Yes, saying that could be the reason. Neglected the children.
Your house is haunted.
My wife neglected them.
She made it out that he's out to get her. All right, to finish this thing up, what's the last one? Picnics. Oh, picnics in the park. Nothing exciting.
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of that either. But, I guess when you live, I grew up in the country. Like I said, I could camp in my own backyard. I mean, what the heck? Were we going to drive and go to a picnic to a park?
Yeah, that's for city people. They got to go to the park to see grass.
Yeah, if you live in the city. Yeah, right, exactly. If you're camping out in your backyard.
What is this green stuff? Green stuff all over the place.
Okay, well, since this is nostalgia power, I'm going to share my screen because something just popped up that I think is
All right. Appropriate, like related to nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There it is. Oh my God, the AI Care Bears. Wait, a live action Care Bear movie is in the works?
Is that real?
Yes.
Oh God.
Now, I don't know if they look like that. I'll be okay. I would be okay with that because that would be cute to have them walking around looking like that. I mean, I remember the Care Bears. I was even in a play when I was in a Care Bear play when I was in grade school, early grade school. I played Good Luck Bear.
Oh, really?
And I'll never forget it because he has the shamrock on his chest, and I had a devil of a time trying to find that Care Bear as a kid, the Good Luck Bear that I played in the play.
See, I just hope they don't ruin it like they do, like they've done with like Smurfs.
Well, I wouldn't mind it being animatronic, like the old Ninja Turtles.
I was just gonna say, cool. Like the Ninja Turtles,
or like what they did with Sonic, where they just like force a human being and make the story focused around them. Like let's focus around the Care Bears. Like if there's not a human being in this movie at all, that would probably be okay.
It'd probably be better.
It would be better. I mean, that's what they do. Like the Transformers is another one. Like the giant fighting robots were like a side story to Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox's love story. Like who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing with this though would be like, okay, if they're animatronic, you don't try to make them look real. So you don't make them look like real bears with the different emotions on their chests. But you I mean, I've actually seen some pretty scary looking, Care Bear artwork where the Care Bears are like killers and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. That looks cool. I'd love to see like an animated movie like that. But something like this, I don't know. I'd be okay with it. And given that this is nostalgia power, I think
that's very very appropriate. No, I would have had I stumbled across this, I would have definitely brought this one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ted movies were great.
Well, yeah, the Ted movie was great, and then they did that Ted TV show that was not so great.
I don't think I even saw that.
And
the movies were pretty funny. It's demented. I think we all are.
Nobody wants to see the Care Bears, huh? Oh well.
No, I think. Why not? I mean, they're bringing everything else back, right? We talked about that last week. They're bringing it all back.
Yeah. I just went to see Lilo and Stitch.
How'd you like it?
It was good. Yeah.
Really?
They changed the story up a little bit, but it was good.
Okay. So, I mean, it was worth seeing. That's cool.
Yeah, well, my daughter used to watch it a lot, so we went together.
Yeah.
Is this true that they're releasing a new Smurf movie with Rihanna and all the Smurfs are hip hop now? For real?
Oh wow, that's funny.
Killer Care Bears from space. Ralphie, are you talking about Lilo and Stitch? Was it a tearjerker? Well, guys, that's all I got for today, except for one other thing. That's the giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
I did not forget. That's why I put this ticker at the bottom, mainly for myself to not forget. This is, as I said earlier, okay, it's going to be, Jesse, Phil asked you the question earlier about your favorite arcade. So this is, I've been sitting on this thing for, I don't even know.
Can I enter?
6 months, 8 months I've had this in my possession. It's a Karate Champ, one of those little mini My Arcades. And if you do win it, it is open. And the reason it's open is because I opened it myself. Because I had an issue that for a Bubble Bobble machine that I had sent out to somebody. And when they got it, it didn't work. So I ended up buying them both at the same time. I had the Bubble Bobble in this. I bought them both. So I wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. So I opened it up this morning. I tested it. It works
See, the
fine.
bad guy is looking out for everybody.
Yes, because it bothered the crap out of me that I gave one away to somebody and it didn't work. And I didn't want that to happen again. I mean, I rectified that with that person. You know, it's all good now.
Now I'm jealous. Can I get in on this?
Well, hey, wouldn't be the first time that people have entered giveaways that are on the stream. No, it's fine. That's okay. Can we win the broken bubble bobble? No, the guy said he kept it. He wanted to keep it. So yeah, it was Jay. I didn't want to throw him under the bus or give him I sent Jay a non-functional bubble bobble, my arcade, and I've been cursing myself ever since then because the packaging was a little bit beat up, and I was like, whatever, it's probably fine. I got it
because you got it out of the New Mexico dump.
Yeah, so I dug.
You should have sent him
right beside the ET. But what this giveaway is going to be for this, which does work. It works. I verified that today. And this is going to be, if you could tell me what this picture is from.
Care Bears.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was from Care Bears? I'm going to pull it up right now and give everybody a minute to think about it. Here it is. What is this from? It's a wheelbarrow, a Yard King. It's from a very, very iconic cartoon sitcom. It said, you got to be, if you're a super fan, you will know what it's from. Look at this. Answers are pouring in already, and we've already gotten MG. You were close. But I got Saying Spirits with the first correct answer on my screen. That's the first one I could see. It was from The Simpsons.
You can kind of tell just by the color of it.
By the artwork.
And the artwork, right.
Yep.
And it was from the episode where Lisa was the babysitter and Bart was trying to, he was so butthurt by Lisa being in charge that he went out of his way to try to sabotage it, ended up getting himself hurt in the process, and Lisa was trying to get Bart to the hospital and was wheeling him in a wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow was a Yard King. And the Officer Quimby saw her, or no, I'm sorry, that was the mayor. Oh my God, what am I saying? Oh my God, what was the name of the cop? Why am I drawing a blank? What's the name of the Wiggums? Yeah, stopped Lisa.
Chief Wiggums.
Yeah, Chief Wiggum. Yep. Stopped him, and he's like, what? Wait a minute, what is that there? You know, and they're implying that she's gonna get caught wheeling. He's like, oh, that's a Yard King. He's like, oh, it's a great wheelbarrow.
God, KFB is on point. Season 8,
wow.
8 episode.
Is that what it
17.
is?
Wow.
All right.
There you go.
I didn't even have that much.
That's
I just remembered
really specific.
Yep. So saying I'll be in touch with you. Chat GPT needs to be quicker.
Wow. That's funny.
Well, we'll discuss all that kind of stuff after the stream.
Saying Spirit says send it to Jesse.
That's
hey. Thanks, Saying. No, I'm good.
Look too clean to be the Simpsons. Well, that's back when they actually cared. You know, when the Simpsons were like Console Fanboy said, season 8, that was back when, you know, right in the prime Simpsons years. Just typed in Yard King wheelbarrow and Chat GPT told you. Wow.
Yeah, Chat GPT is on point.
Yeah, I guess if you got to be a little bit quicker. But that's I don't know what made me. There was something that I saw the other day that it said Yard King on it, and immediately that popped into my brain, that wheelbarrow, and I'm like, you know what? I have all this stuff that I have sitting around here that I should just start giving it away. It's like, I'll see how smart people are, and you guys got it quick. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised how quick that it was answered.
That's true, Skids. That is absolutely true. I've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah, it's happening a lot sooner than I was hoping.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of artificial general intelligence, and from there, it's going to be a whole new world for real.
MG, no, I'm not just getting rid of like my junk around here.
Yeah.
I do have a huge pile of games, of old cartridge games that they're just duplicates of ones that I already have. And I thought about like maybe starting to give those away, but I don't know if anybody's interested in
Nobody's interested.
like, did anybody even want like cartridge-based games from? I have like Sega games.
I love
Atari,
cartridge-based
Nintendo,
games, but that's just me because
N64.
like Skid says, I'm a bit demented, so I like cartridge-based.
Must have more broken stuff to give away. Well, if I ever give away any of those games, I'll at least test them.
Test them. Test them.
Maybe
and
I
make
will.
sure they work.
Maybe I will from time to time.
Didn't you say you have a reproduction of stadium events?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I paid $13 for it on AliExpress.
Big spender. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or what do we see? Well, last week it was like $50,000 for an official copy.
Right. And I mean, you can be legit happy with your repro of stadium events. You don't need the real game. It doesn't really make a difference. 100 years from now, when somebody goes back and looks at your collection, are they really gonna
They're
know?
both junk. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I did give away a multi-card a long time ago. All right, well maybe I will give away some of those games in the future.
Yes.
But for now, Saiyan Spirits coming your way. My son's informing me that it has been long past 10 minutes.
Yes, it has.
Was it you, Zero, that won it?
We went a little long today.
I did. I'm sorry. But okay, guys. I guess
I'm on Team Dylan. Okay, it's.
You said 10 minutes, 25 minutes ago. Yeah, it's almost lunchtime where I'm from, Ralphie.
Yeah, it almost time.
Jesse.
No, thanks, Zane. I appreciate it. I do have one. I have everything Karate Champ.
Any Karate Champ replica of any kind.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and both you guys again. Thanks for jumping in today. And
no problem,
Phil. If you're watching, thanks for popping in too when you did.
He's not watching. He's filming a walk and talk.
Okay? Oh yeah, he's he needed to go get that coffee.
Yeah.
But I am kind of hungry though. I haven't eaten anything yet today, so
yeah, me too.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat. And everybody out there, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
And we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Awesome.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.